Hi, welcome to Muzzle First. Today I thought we would take a close-up look at the Remington 1911 R1. This particular gun I got from grabgun.com. I did order it and paid for it myself, went to a local FFL and picked it up. And if you've seen a previous video I did on this, I gave this gun to my son as a graduation gift. So my son graduated from high school last month, and I gave this to him for a gift, and he loves it. He's had fun with it. This is his first 1911. It is not his first gun, but it is his first 1911 and his first handgun. This is kind of the entry-level 1911 from Remington. They make a stainless finish on this as well, plus several different versions with different upgrades, barrel lengths, and stuff like that. But this right here is their entry level. It does come with a match-grade stainless steel 5-inch barrel and a stainless steel barrel bushing. It does come with a flared ejection port. The overall length on this is 8.5 inches. The overall height is 5.5 inches. It comes with the double diamond walnut grips, which I absolutely love. I like these grips. MSRP on this is $774, but you can get it for a lot less than that. Several hundred less than that, actually. And they've got a $100 rebate going on. The average weight on this gun listed by Remington is 38.5 ounces. Understandable. It is a carbon steel frame and slide. This is not an alloy frame. It is carbon steel. So it should hold up great. It should hold up over time nicely. They list the trigger pull as 3.5 pounds to 5 pounds. 3.5 to 5 pounds, sorry. And it is actually a nice trigger. There's not a whole lot of take-up in there at all. I mean, you're right there at the edge. And it is not adjustable. I don't know if I can get a good shot of that or not. So it is not adjustable for over travel. But it really is not a bad trigger, especially for an entry-level production gun. I'm rather pleased with it. It's easy to shoot good with, it's easy to shoot good with a 1911 if they have a decent trigger at all. It comes with 2 7-round magazines. The magazines do match the finish on the gun. And what should we talk about this? The sights, 3-dot sights, 2-dot rear, 1-dot on the front. I'm not positive what replacements are out there for this. Someone had told me that Remington has a proprietary sight for these. I don't know that to be a fact or not. If you're a lefty, this gun might be a problem for you. It is not ambidextrous. All the controls are on the left side of the handgun. So it's made for a right-hand shooter. And I'm not even positive that the magazine release is reversible on it or not. The magazine release might be reversible, but other than that, the controls are on the left side of the gun. Not a big problem for me. I'm right-handed, but if you're left-handed, that might be a problem with this gun. Let's take it apart real quick and look at the inside of it. There's not a whole lot in this gun that's different from any other 1911. Takedown is just like any other 1911. We're going to depress the recoil spring plug so we can rotate the barrel bushing about 1/4 of a turn clockwise. If this is your first time taking this gun apart, you may have to use the barrel bushing. That barrel bushing is extremely tight. It's machined very close to the diameter of the inside of that slide. And the first half a dozen times or so I took this gun apart, I had to use the wrench on it because it was extremely tight. Once we remove that plug, it's going to take the pressure off the slide. You're going to have to cock it. We're going to move the slide back to where the slide stop aligns with the takedown notch in the frame, just like any other 1911. Then we're just going to push that slide stop, pull it out. That takes the pressure off of the, that unpins the two together. We can just take the frame off of the slide. Alright, to remove this barrel bushing, rotate it counterclockwise about 1/2 turn, and it should just pull right out. There we go. It is a nice snug fit in there. I was actually pretty pleased about that. Alright, the barrel. Nothing real astonishing about the barrel. That is listed by them as a match grade barrel. Not a bull barrel, but it's got a lot of meat on there. It's plenty meaty enough. See the lugs in there that lock up in the slide. Got your barrel link here, just like any other 1911. And a small angle there that comes off your feed ramp. Barrel bushing. Pretty much a standard 1911 barrel bushing. Slide stop, spring, guide rod, pretty much all standard 1911 parts. It does have the firing pin plunger in the frame, and you'll notice that there is a firing pin plunger lever right here in the frame that pushes that plunger that allows it to go bang. But give you a good close-up look at the slide here. Like I said, there's nothing really earth-shattering here. If you've seen a 1911, you've probably seen them all. Sorry, it doesn't seem to be a lot of light in there. And the end of it. Alright. Take a look at the frame. Reassembly, you do have to make sure that that is down because it does pop up by itself. And it does pop up when you pull the trigger. So you have to make sure that it is in a down position before you can reassemble the gun. But give you a quick look in there. Like I said, pretty much a standard 1911. There's nothing really earth-shattering here. It does have the full-length rails, which is pretty cool. Alright, so here are the components of a field-stripped Remington 1911 R1. So let's go ahead and reassemble it real quick. Just the opposite of the way we took it apart. We're just going to slide the barrel in. We're going to put our barrel bushing on. And like I said, it is a little stiff, but tend to work a little bit. It'll go right in there. We're going to drop our spring in. Going to need to make sure your barrel link stays down. We're going to put the frame on the slide, or the slide on the frame, depending how you want to look at it. We're going to need to make sure that that firing pin plunger lever stays in the up position until it clears the frame. Alright. You're basically going to move the slide until you get a nice opening through here. You'll be able to see the barrel link, the hole in the barrel link, and you just need that to line up. Alright? Then you can line the disassembly notch there and push it back together. Then we're just going to put the recoil plug back in place. Rotate the barrel bushing until it locks around it. Test the function of the gun, and we're good. Alright. Shooting. I did take my son to the range and let him shoot it first, since it is his gun. It was only fair. This is his first target. First time shooting this gun. And he got them all on paper, which was good. This was his second magazine. A couple of little tighter groups there, but still on paper, which was excellent. And then, of course, I had to take it to the range and shoot it myself. And that was my first magazine through it. And this was my second magazine through it. And this is my third magazine through it. All distances were at 10 yards, and you're going to see some of the range footage from these sessions here. Problems. I did have some problems with this gun. It does not like aluminum cased ammo. These are from the first two magazines fired in this gun. I'm sure you can see what the problem is here. These actually nosedived into the feed ramp. They didn't even feed out of the magazine. They just nosedived. They had to be cleared, and the second round fed without problems. But it did this. It pushed 2 of them in like this, and then I had one other one that did not feed, but racked it again, and it went right in without a problem. And that one there, you can see it actually hit hard enough that it dented it. There we go. See if you can see that, which is pretty impressive. But it really shoved that round in there. That's the only problem I've had with it, aluminum cased ammo. And I will tell you, my Ruger 1911 does not like aluminum cased ammo either. I've never had it do this. I've never had it push this in here, but I do have problems with my Ruger feeding the aluminum cased ammo sometimes. Not always. It's just every once in a while. It's always the first round in the magazine for some reason. Anyway, let's go to the range and we'll see how it's shot. Alright, we're at the range today with the Remington 1911 R1. I have 7 magazines loaded with a Federal 230 grain full metal jacket. Let's get started.